Hi guys, you join me on a very messy workbench here, but before we get into some more MCX Rattler stuff which is coming, I just thought I'd do a quick overview of this build. I'm hoping the customer doesn't mind, but this is a TM AK GBB, and you can see it's got a conversion rail kit, whatever you want to call it. This came into me to have this kit fitted. I think when I first started talking to him, I was under the assumption it was the Aaron Smith rail, much like my one. And then when I started getting out of the box, like, honestly, I thought I might as well do a video on it. So if you're thinking of picking this particular kit up, I can tell you what to do. But this is the SAG Mark III, I think it is. So it's much like the kit that I have, but it has a slightly extended rail and it has a back section to it as well. I'm not sure if there's any more similar differences to that. But this is a kit by RGW. Now, if you go on RGW's website, you can't actually find this thing listed, but many of the Hong Kong shops list this. It's not expensive, but it's not worth anything what anyone is charging for this kit. So to begin with, I mean, the stock that he's shipped this with, I do like this stock. I'm not sure what brand this is, but it's a very good fit. You can see the differences there in the two materials. It comes up even better on camera, where the two finishes on the aluminium. I don't know if this is different grades of aluminium. I don't know if it's different finishes, but it's a simple thing of getting that right, you know. So you'll see the fit. I mean, you might not pick it up on camera there, but the fit on the rail isn't very good. The way it goes together isn't very good. The rear sight post, which is meant to be there, which is apparent on the Aaron Smith kit, isn't there. If you're wondering why this doesn't have a rear iron sight fitted, the one did come in the box with all the spare parts for this gun, but there was no leaf spring in there, so I'm not going to fit that. Hopefully the customer has it somewhere with them so they can fit the rear iron sight. I'm slowing my words now. So this kit is very much not worth what anyone's charging for it. If you're going to go for a SAG Mark III, go for the Aaron Smith one, which I think is produced by Ditech. My Aaron Smith, which I'll show you in just a moment, is just far superior. So I'm not going to take this apart because literally I just cannot be bothered. This kit has had so much fettling to get it to sit right because the top cover won't go on, and then the bolt, you'd wrap the bolt back and it would be really scratchy. So I've managed to get it to a point where it's happy. But you'll see the rear fixture, you've got a bolt through there, and then it just gives you like a little nut, but the nut goes into a round hole. So as you try and tighten this up, it just spins with the screw, and then you can also see the screw is too long. And then I don't know if you'll see the gaps. I mean, I have really tightened this down, but there are gaps in the kit. I think I've managed to get this tight enough where it's minimized those, but it does rock from side to side. It comes with a steel tube for the gas tube, which the outer diameter of that tube and the fixings for it compared to the rail, where you've got these little countersunk screws that go through, you have a gap each side. So not only does it pinch the rail in, you also have to be very careful that it doesn't sort of set it off to one side. The front nuts are literally just M-lock bolts, so it's just off the shelf, cheap M-lock hardware. The bolt for this screw, the threaded part, the hole is twice as big as what it needs to be for that screw. You can see the head of the screw only just catches the material. The M-lock socks are a pain to tighten up because the slot at the back is again too big. This kit really is just a massive, massive pain. And like I say, if you're going to get the SAG Mark III, get the Aaron Smith one. Do not buy the RGW one because it's vastly overpriced for the quality that you're getting, and it's a massive pain in the arse. But I'm just going to show you guys that this thing does indeed function. I think that's bolt stop. Dry firing. This does have an angry gun. I don't know what gas he's using, but it stinks. He's also put in a 130% recoil spring, which is the angry gun one. So it was firing a little God, that gas is awful. So it's faster firing than it was when it first came into me. With this kit, it doesn't come with a barrel, so you have to either buy a barrel separately or use the standard barrel. Now, what he's had me do on this one is we've cut the barrel off, and then I've re-threaded it to 14 counterclockwise. You'll see here. So chop that barrel down. I think it was about here roughly, normal AKM length. Chopped it down, re-threaded it for 14mm counterclockwise, and he asked me to get it as close to the rail as possible, so you'll see there is a very minimal gap there. This suppressor came in the box as well, so I presume that's what he's fitting. And that goes on there like that. So once it's all together, it's not a bad looking AK by any means. Just the quality isn't very good. So I, of course, went back to him and told him what I found. And he just said, look, get the gun, get it fitted, make sure it's on there. And if you can do that, I'm happy. So good, happy days. He also sent in an MWS barrel. This was a 14.5-inch barrel. So it's been reduced down to 10.5. And of course, threaded to 14mm counterclockwise. Do I have a flash hider here? So, nice shortened barrel for him. And yeah, just a little project. I thought I'd do the only reason I'm doing this video is to just warn you against the RGW Airsoft SAG kit. Get the Aaron Smith one. I've said it multiple times in this video. I can't stress it enough. I do have my Aaron Smith rail down here. And my gun doesn't have a stock on at the moment, but you got proper markings on there. And the quality is just better, is so much better. And it is absolutely rock solid. You get proper bolts, so those screw into each other. It's nice and flush fitting. And I'm sure you can see there the quality difference. Just, it is night and day. Go for the Aaron Smith, avoid the RGW Airsoft one. And on that note, I'm going to leave you because I'm going to get to recording the next MCX Rattler video. So I hope you enjoyed this little overview, and I hope it saved a few of you from wasting some money. All that being said, the kit's on there. It's as he wanted it. The barrel's exactly where he wants it, so he's going to be happy. Just for those of you out there that are going to have no end of trouble. If you're not doing this day in, day out, you're going to have no end of trouble fitting this. All the fixings, bad. So thanks for tuning into this video. I'm going to get to record the next MCX Rattler video. So we'll get into that now. So from me and Bench, as always, I'll see you in the next one.